Welcome for taking your time. For those that were with us for the last, 24 minutes?
I want to thank you for having me back. I want to thank you for having me back.
Really do? Take it from the top? Take it from the top. Take it from the top. I didn't like that anyway, so that's perfect. Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
Are we live, though?
We're live. Now we're live? All right, from the top, we're live. You got us, Chuck? All right. Once again, welcome back.
Wait, can we do makeup real quick?
No makeup. No makeup. No makeup. We're good. Welcome back to Real Talk 360 with Julio and Tag. We're running about 20 minutes late due to some a rain delay. The rain delay. Obviously, you guys look outside your window, you'll see it's raining outside.
Depending on what state you're in.
Yeah. As long as you're in the Rochester area, New York area, you had the rain as well. I just seen something that said the audio's not working. What do you mean? I don't know. Hold up a second.
Hey, yep, I got it too. Hey, the audio isn't working.
Yeah, the audio's not working. They can't hear us.
That's why we took it from the top.
That's why we took it from the top? All right, so you should be able to hear us now. So if you do hear us, Linda Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's why.
Please comment and let us know that you can hear us. So that way we know we are being heard.
We'll want you to hear us so we can hear you and hear us hearing you.
We're not sitting here lip singing.
That's some Milli Vanilli stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to be Milli Vanilli of Real Talk 360. That's not going to work out. So, but definitely welcome back. Last week we had a great show, a very eventful show with Ray Mayolis. Learned a lot about what's going on in the community as far as the gang violence. And actually, it's funny. We're going to talk about it in our show. But he was talking about, remember he was talking about the Facebook? The kids that were getting beat up on
actually,
Facebook?
you know, every time I get ready to come to the show, see, I get off at 5, I'm home by 5:15, so I got about less than 2 hours to get home, get ready, whatever, and so I always put the show on, and that was something that I started capturing on was the videos that these kids start posting and stuff for likes.
Well, there was a kid, I don't know if you watched this, 2 days ago was arrested. He got arrested. It was at number 17 school, which I believe is over by J Street.
That's Campbell, yeah.
Yeah, Campbell,
yeah.
And this kid, they recording the whole thing. He goes up, grabs this kid, starts beating the crap out of him for no reason. And they recorded the whole thing. And they posted it on Facebook. And I think it had to do something like what Ray was talking about. And they arrested him. They arrested the kid this week.
And you know what he said too? One thing that captured me, which is true. Your phones, everything that has to do with a computer has an IP address.
Oh yeah.
So if your ass thinks that you're too smart for technology, let me tell you right now, it's a matter. Okay, we hear you now, Linda.
All right, good.
Cool. It's a matter of time before people like the city school districts in every area and the police department start getting what major corporations already have, webmasters, people that are into social media.
Oh yeah.
And I can predict this already. They're gonna have people in the police departments and people like in the school districts monitoring these kids to see what they do.
And I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have something like that now. I find it hard
not to the greatest degree.
Not to the degree where they need to.
Yeah, where they need to be.
Right now, businesses, corporations.
Yeah, Kodak, Xerox, places like that, they actually hire a team of people to make sure that they are in the know, that they keep these people that are, social media people like you and I, are, they keep their names in our heads, and our faces all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they paid them a lot of money for that.
And you figure, I just read this earlier today, the $4 million that we're making a year for those red light cameras that the city of Rochester is profiting a lot of money from, maybe you can divert some of that money into a social media expert. We can work part-time. So if you want to hire us...
Listen, I could use a higher paying job. I got a nice, cool job, but I wouldn't mind.
We can use a part-time job as a social media expert.
Mind that
we're on social media. We're good. We're good. We can do that.
I'm on Facebook all the time.
And the city could pay for it with the $4 million that they're generating in revenue.
Listen, all I need is, part-time wise, give me $30,000 of that. I'll be cool with that. Part-time wise on my phone, pay me to just monitor.
No, $30,000 a month is reasonable.
I'm good with that.
Reasonable?
A month?
A month is reasonable. A year. We'll take a year.
I'll take the year.
Beggars can't be choosy.
That's a good part-time gig there.
But yeah, so something that is very interesting. But
I want to thank you, though.
These kids
I want to thank
crazy.
you.
What do you want to thank me for?
I want to thank you for having me on the show, because I know you try real hard to look for someone else to put up with you, but I'm the only one that can do it.
I know. There's only one person that I would allow to...
Allow?
To get under my skin.
Put up.
that I would put up with, and actually go on trips with this freaking dude. Don't even ask me why.
Listen, life is boring
But,
without me, all right?
No, but it is.
Life is boring. I bet you be on your shit like, yo, if Tag was here, damn, it'll be so much more fun. Because he just...
Depends on the situation.
Well,
but yeah.
If you're on vacation with a female, I'm sure you wouldn't want me there.
Yes. But then, nah, it wouldn't work out. Tag would be like, hey, can I lay down with you? Can I be? No.
No, I would not want to do that.
There's no third wheel.
I mean,
there's no third wheel on this bicycle.
If she's like a famous celebrity, I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to be like, my turn. I'm in there.
Well, we'll see.
This Halle Berry?
We'll see next month. There should be some famous celebrities in New York. So we'll see what we can make pop in New York.
And again, what we doing next month? Actually, no, about
another
3 weeks?
No, 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you figure today's the 15th.
Cotto fight.
So Cotto should be good. But real quick, let's try to stick to the script, and we're going to talk about Cotto. That's on the agenda as well. Facebook call out. So we're going to go on Facebook real quick, and we're going to see who's doing what on Facebook right now. CJ Grimes, your big face is just all over my phone. Look at Cho Delgado. Where is he at? He's in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta.
Chill.
Cho's happy. Cho's doing his thing. Hold up. Pause. All right. So Cho's in Atlanta. I seen that earlier. So he's out there. Is that a sister? Oh yeah, it is a sister. It says me and my sis.
Well, it does say me and my sis.
Cho's out there with his sister.
Oh, that's the first time that popped up.
Cho's out there with his sister.
Well, I mean, they only look like freaking twins.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is doing a party in New York City tonight. Stage 48, DJ Clue. So if you're in the New York City area, there you go. You got something to do. The other Chill's son, Julito, he's got a selfie on there. I don't quite know what's going on with the hair there, Julito, but it's good. My niece, Shorty Rock, Harlequin, Zumba kicked my ass today. Loved it. So it's good when
I can't even show this.
What? Oh, that's disgusting. No, yeah, don't show that. Do not show that. Do not show that. My homegirl, Slick Nikki Marie out in Orlando, Florida, just got a haircut, so she's posting selfies. Everybody's posting selfies today. Is that like the new thing?
No, it's Toofies. Toofies. Now,
Toofies is Ussies.
Ussies, whatever.
I mean, seriously?
I'm trying to find something.
But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nobody's really saying nothing though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I only picked.
Nobody's saying nothing. Another selfie.
No.
Prime is selling his coffee table. Anybody wants to buy a coffee table? Hit Prime up. It's got a nice coffee table.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
But really, that's it. So hashtag. We'll start with the hashtag.
What the hell is wrong with you people out there? Post some better shit than this.
Post something like.
I'm like, what? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, you got something good?
Digna from Florida. She's originally from here. She got this thing. Audition for Love and Hip Hop Rochester. Please don't bring that show over here.
Please
don't bring.
No, I
don't know.
That's probably the same thing like the whole Lilac Festival. There's going to be a gang shooting or something like that earlier this week. People were just posting ridiculous things. But you never know because there's enough ratchetness.
You know what?
And yes, I use the word ratchetness in Rochester.
Can I do?
Is that Evelyn?
That's Evelyn.
Oh my God!
You know what, Evelyn? If you're gonna be on vacation and do some
there.
faces like this, I'm gonna put you on the world. All right? Don't be on vacation putting a wine glass in front of your face like that, looking like Ebenezer Scrooge or some shit. Like, that's horrible.
That is
You're
horrible.
A beautiful woman. Don't put a wine. Look at the wrinkles on your forehead, girl. Like that's not even. I'm like a washboard. She's gonna get me. She's gonna get me.
Hashtag.
She's gonna get me.
Hashtag the expressions and views presented by this guy do not in any way say what I want to say.
I'll put you out there. Listen, if you make this shit public, I'm gonna get you.
I didn't say any of that. Hashtag the Lilac Festival. Hashtag hopefully no violence at the Lilac Festival because I mean who goes to the Lilac Festival with pretty purple flowers and starts acting a fool? Like, who does that?
You know what happens?
And people that started loving hip hop.
No, what happens?
Rochester edition show. The same people behind.
This is what happens. This is what happens.
What happens?
You give people an environment to go out to. They ruin it. They take it away. So then now they have no place to go to. So they pick another place to go to.
The Lilac Festival.
The Lilac Festival of all places.
Come on.
Probably the oldest festival we have here. Yeah. And they go there and decide to ruin it.
Yeah, so...
And you know they're going to be beefed up with security this year.
Yeah, no, they do. So hashtag security of the Lilac Festival. Hashtag the kettle corn, which I'm going to go get Saturday.
You know, I like the kettle corn for the
kettle
Portland
corn
market.
Is no joke. I don't know. Lilac Festival is...
Portland market, I mean...
I'm sure they got two.
But kettle corn.
But they don't have the pretty lilacs.
I don't even go. Like who?
I go to the Lilac Festival.
Okay.
I like the Lilac
All right.
Festival.
All right.
I like the concerts that they have.
You go ahead and talk about
I like
that.
people watching.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you gotta get out a little bit more often, man. You cannot just always
Listen,
be
for the
at
last
Puerto
2
Rican
3 years,
festival.
you know what they did for Latinos? They will bring like a Spanish jazz guitar. I'm like, what they don't do nothing for my
They
community.
did. That's enough right there.
They don't. Back in the
it's
day, they
free.
brought Tito Nieves.
And it's free. So hashtag we love free stuff. So we'll be there.
I like Festival Kiss My Ass.
Like I said, the views expressed by this guy do not necessarily reflect Udicci.TV, Lexington Federal Credit Union,
I said it.
Blue Bar and Grill, and Julio Jordan.
But I said it.
So he said it. But
I said it.
But he said it.
A lot of Festival Kiss My Ass.
So on that note, I'll be there Saturday. So don't take it out on
I
me.
hope you slip on a lilac.
I won't. Hey, but why you taking that on me now?
No, because you know that, and get a branch stuck up your
You
ass.
see, what you said earlier, I really do have to think about now. Like to have brought you onto the show, and you just wished me death on a lilac.
I didn't say death. I say I hope you slip.
So that's gonna be the headline.
I hope you're wearing
Death by a lilac.
brand new white khaki shorts and
I don't wear
brand
white
new
khaki
ups,
shorts.
whatever. I mean, I hope you're decked out real nice and you slip on a lilac and you be like, I'm never gonna be here again.
You see what I have to deal with, people? Is what I have to deal with. So the next time you invite Tag over to your house, think about this.
Make sure I'm gonna laugh at you first and help you second.
Yeah, think about this, because it's not a good look. My daughter's calling me. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer you right now.
No, because she wants to get in. She's got to remember what you told her earlier.
So yeah, but beautiful weather's here. So what you gotta say about that? You don't think it's beautiful weather?
It's up and down. I want to say beautiful. I mean, I don't even think spring is really here. Spring is here for the
So
rain.
the fact
but
that it's 85 degrees out the last 3 or 4 days, that's not good enough.
no, with the weather we just had, I need to be impressed.
Wow. All right. Well,
I'm not impressed.
I've taken advantage of it. I've been on the lake 3 times in the last 5 days.
And the
so
first person that complains about the heat,
I am impressed.
I hope you slip on a lilac too.
I am impressed.
I said the first person that complains about the, you just came out of left field over here. I said the first person that complains about the heat after the winter we just.
Okay, sorry. I thought you referred to like the Miami Heat for some reason. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Do you look? Does it look like we're in Miami right now?
No,
we are
Miami.
1-4.
No,
What's the area code?
even though 146
Basketball team.
Nothing. Disregard.
You see?
Yeah. That's what happens.
You know what? I'm gonna forgive you because it's your first time here, and we get little.
And that's Chuck's
Second
daughter.
time.
That's Chuck's daughter.
That's not your daughter.
That's Chuck's daughter.
Oh, okay. That's the one I haven't seen in a long time. Okay. Hi.
Hey.
But you know what?
You guys,
The summer's not good.
know, by the way, that she does say that she tunes in every week.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
And
so
that's
she is
one of
kind
our-
of here, I guess.
Yeah, she said
yeah.
that she's been having
We're
insomnia.
losing
and
viewers.
She,
The
waits
more
for you
he's-
guys to come on to fall asleep.
Oh wow. That's his part usually, right?
Well, that's why she said she wanted to come tonight to see if she could actually stay awake in person.
Oh my god.
That's the one you were talking about. You been falling asleep on our show, especially with me on it.
Hold on.
All right, hold on. Let's get back to the show. We'll talk about that later. No
Don't
Miami.
sidebar us
We were
like
not
this.
talking about the Miami. Heat.
Miami.
But they did bust Brooklyn, which is sad. 'Cause
I thought Brooklyn would have went a little bit harder than
I
that.
wanted to do something. And, it's not every day that a team that buys all of their players makes it to the championship game. So I hope it ends up being San Antonio and Miami.
That's
in
what's
the-
going to
in the
happen.
finals.
That's what's going to happen.
And San Antonio, at least, they've had the same players over the last
13, 14,
years,
15 years.
At least.
And they go
So-
to the playoffs every year.
So yeah. So back to the beautiful weather. It is better than it has been, and I'm appreciating it. We're going to kind of switch from there. What about casinos? I've been seeing now.
Well,
they've
I've been
voting.
hearing former Mayor Bill Johnson on DCAG talking about how not to do it, this and all that, whatever. Listen, I want to cuss so bad, but you just freaked us up on the damn ferry.
But it
all
just
right?
happened. That was like in the 90s.
It doesn't matter. Your decision making, and you tell us not to get a casino. I'm not listening to you after that ferry situation that the taxpayers are still paying for. Okay, I just don't know. Do I think a casino is good for us right now? I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I'm probably leaning more towards yes. Maybe he says that they could be bipartisan on the people that they hire. I don't know. But if the city of Rochester can step up and say, let's make some jobs here, I don't know. I think it could work out.
I look at it like, honestly, I look at it like you're bringing, this city's already poverty-stricken enough. And the sad thing about, you know, people that live in poverty is they're the ones that are going to use the casino the most. And it's going to add more to the poverty we already have. I look at it like this. If you got to drive 30 minutes to get to the closest casino, then you obviously got enough gas, you got a car. But if you can make it to the point where you can take the bus to the casino, I'm going to see a lot more poverty, and you're going to see a lot.
I don't know
more
about that, man.
Nonsense going on.
All I know is this: Buffalo, which is pretty much a bankrupt city, that the government had to come and step in and take over because they were just so messed up. And look how their downtown is way better than ours. Oh yes, definitely. They're up to like 3, 4 o'clock. Party and everything.
We're talking about the clubs. I'm talking about...
And not just the club, the nightlife. The nightlife. We don't have a nightlife in downtown like that.
That's fine.
East Avenue over there, St. Paul over there. But in the middle of downtown, we have nothing.
I'll be honest,
but
though,
old buildings that need to just be spit on.
I would rather have a vibrant daytime employment community than have a nightlife. Who cares about a damn nightlife?
Who's actually brought that so far? And we have a very diminished downtown.
Yeah, I know, but a casino's not going to bring it.
I'm not saying the casino alone will do that, but I think it will bring jobs and it'll help out taxes and stuff like that. That you do with the taxes.
It should. So that's something we're gonna have to revisit once we see what's gonna happen. Because right now it's getting shut down. They shut it down in Henrietta. They shut it down.
I think they should do it in downtown.
A couple places.
Downtown.
And I doubt it'll end up being in downtown.
Why not?
I doubt it though.
Do it. I like to play rummy and 21 and all that stuff.
But you never would go.
I probably wouldn't, but at least if I want to go, it's right there. Okay. I don't have to travel to Syracuse or Falls or anything like that.
All right. You
just
say
so.
I know we're switching.
Credit.
I give you credit. But not at the casino. No credit at the casino for you. No credit at the casino.
Well, I've been to Vegas with you twice. Well, once.
You didn't gamble not once.
I did a couple slot machines. I spent like $8. I got like 9 back. So I spent $9. I'm not a gambler like that.
He's a gambler.
I'm a $9 gambler.
The people that can't afford to do it will be doing it, and that to me is the.
They're gonna do it here or they're gonna do it there.
It's harder for them to do it there though.
Why?
It's here because then you could take the bus and you can.
Well, they could take shuttle buses out of here.
Yeah, they could. But
by the way, when you go to Vegas and you bet enough, they'll fly you in for free and give you a free hotel room. So it doesn't matter where you're at. So why can't the city reap a little bit off of those benefits? Get some tax income out of that.
You should join the committee to bring casinos to.
No, I'm not saying I want. I'm just saying why not? I mean, you don't mess with us with the ferry. Why don't just bring a casino?
I got you. So talking about ferries, right? That's a nice little segue.
I mean, we're still paying on that damn freaking ferry. I never got to ride it.
Talking about ferries. All right, let's segue right into it. I got to ride it.
You got to throw that a little in there?
Yeah, because you want to talk to us.
I hope you slipped on a freaking lilac on that one.
I won't. Try to go to.
I'm going to get you a shirt that says, I slipped on a lilac.
Can you concentrate for 1 second? Good Lord.
That's what you brought me on
Talking about the ferry. We just talked about the ferry. What about that ferry that...
How did you put all that stuff in one sentence? Yeah, I didn't read too much into that, man, to be honest with you. I know it capsized, and I know they keep finding people dead.
But what do you think about all the aftermath of the fact that so many people are getting arrested, the fact that they ended up burning records, like all this stuff that's going on? You got the ferry.
Yeah,
right?
You know more about me on that.
You got the ferry.
Yeah.
You've got Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 that's still missing.
Oh, that's still, that I know a little bit more about.
Yesterday you got 245 miners that died in Turkey. All right? 245 miners.
I read the headlines of that. I didn't get a chance to read that.
And still another 120 missing. You got the kidnapped girls in Nigeria.
That I read about, yeah.
You read about that?
Yeah.
So it's just, the thing that I'm looking at is that all these things that are happening around the world, like, what's going on?
Well, not for nothing. This stuff has been going on for a long time. The only reason why we get to hear more about it is because of social media and everything with the internet. You can get the news out much faster. But let me tell you, this crazy shit's been going on way too long. It has. Way too long time. The only reason why you and I at home, far, thousands of miles away, can read it is because of the media. Well, yeah, before, a lot of the stuff wouldn't even hit the headlines. Mind you, back then, before the internet days, they have to pick one headline to sell that paper. Now, you just read off like 4 or 5 top headlines that could easily sell a paper. Now, you got to be the editor or the publisher, whatever it is, and say, damn, scratch my head, which one I'm going to put up here?
And that's the
And then
whole
everything else goes small story.
And that's the whole point. All that's going on right now. Like normally there would be like one thing or one thing. So it's a lot of things going on, and it's crazy. Thankfully, not to take away from everything that everybody's going over there, we're not seeing a lot of that here.
What is that? Like, what is it? It's in Africa. The one guy he used to Kobe. Is it Kobe? Coney. Come on, Coney. That's to me. That's huger than the girl. Not for nothing. I mean, the girls got kidnapped. That's 100. Well, how many hundreds of girls?
No, it was hundreds of girls.
That's a lot. But Coney's been doing this for like how long now? A long time. And there's an actual documentary guy that's been out there. He made a documentary. Mm-hmm. He wanted to make Coney famous so that people can know what he's been doing.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting kids' lips off, their limbs, and doing all this stuff. Kids! Yeah. Come on, man. That's been going on for the longest.
No doubt, no doubt. And I understand what you're saying, but it's just so much like when you like I like to read the news.
I said Kobe. You know that, right?
I like
Kobe's at home like, I just tore my...
I like to read the news, and just to see so much going on is almost like you're like, well, what do I focus in on? Like, what do I?
It's
all of this going on.
And again, my point is that it's been all these things, these crazy things, have been going on for a long time. The only reason we're so exposed to some of them, all of them, at a high level is because of the internet.
Gotcha. All right, Chuck, can we move that?
Like we have no control over this.
No control.
Nah, screwed up.
All right, so we already talked about the video assault. 15-year-old kid got arrested. I think he's being placed on probation, so hopefully these things don't happen again because it's stupid. Like you were just talking about social media. I mean, really, you're going to record yourself doing something.
That's like you and I.
Think you're not going to get caught.
That's like Aaron Hernandez killing these guys and say, let's videotape it so I can look tougher. Really?
Exactly.
Like, why would you videotape yourself causing a crime? These kids just don't get it. Mm-hmm. Wasting their lives, but they'll get it now. So what we're going to talk about for a second is we're going to talk about dating rules. Ooh,
Veronica,
my favorite lady.
Come and join us. Veronica, Ronnie,
Can I give a quick
Dasher.
plug while she comes here? There's going to be a nice little beach party here at Blue tomorrow. Happy hour or open bar between 4 and 6, right?
Respond to my
Because I have to move this off your chair, so I might as well do a plug. 4 to 6 at Blue. Come tomorrow. Look at me. I'm not even getting paid for this.
Yeah, you are getting paid. Get free drinks. Get some free drinks from 4 to 6. So welcome. Haven't seen you in a long time. How
I know,
you
it's
been?
been a little bit. I've been good. How are you?
Just hanging in there, just chilling.
You smell good, too.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you good? You lucky that you weren't
What are you
smelling bad.
drinking?
He would have told you.
Malibu and pineapple. I know you would have told me.
Oh yeah.
Keep drinking, girl. I look better the more you drink.
It's like that picture before 6 drinks. After
You know
6
what?
drinks.
You gave me an 8 when I gave myself a 6, so please don't do that.
Hold on. You're the one who made the comment.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just go back
You've been drinking. You've been drinking.
Yeah.
You've been drinking. You've been drinking.
You had more than me.
Look at you guys. Oh, how cute. But no, but since you just talked about you've been drinking, talking about Beyonce's song.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to talk about that what's going on with that whole Jay-Z Solange.
Man, did you see the video?
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
Actually, I rewinded it like 7 times, maybe 10.
She beat him up.
So what do y'all think happened?
I don't know. Something happened in that gala. Something happened in that gala.
Well, that's what they had just left.
And I don't think it had to do with Beyonce. I don't know what happened, man. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. I don't know.
Beyonce was just mad cool about it though.
Well, no,
She was.
I didn't
Which makes
like the fact that she didn't stand up for her man.
She didn't stand up for neither one of them.
She did.
No. I'm sorry, but that's your man.
But here's the
That's
thing.
his
You should
sister.
at least.
That's
So
his-
what?
hold
You
on.
should have stood up and say, "Sis, relax,"
So hold up a second. Hold up.
like she did at the very end.
Hold up. So you're telling me
She didn't even really do that at the very end. They were getting ready to get out of the elevator and people would have seen them. Beyonce is about image. I'm sorry.
No, she isn't. That's-
Well, not for nothing. Jay-Z's very lucky. He didn't come out of character.
But let me ask you a question though.
He
'Cause you just
handled
said
himself well.
He did,
You just
he
said that
did.
was her man, right? So if your brother is getting into a fight, right? Your brother's getting into a fight, your brother, and with his girl or whatever, who you gonna defend? His girl?
My brother.
Brother. Exactly.
My brother. That's
so
my
you just
brother.
said Beyonce should have backed up her man.
If my brother's wife, and he's not married, if my brother's wife was coming at my brother, I stand in front. I'm like, yo, that's my brother. What are you doing?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But you just said for her to stand up for her man.
Yeah.
You just said that. We can rewind the tape.
Okay, so what are you asking me?
So I'm asking you, why would you say?
Why would it be any different for Beyonce and Solange than you and your brother?
I just think she should have been in the middle. That's all I'm saying. I think she should have been in the middle. That's my sister. This is my man. This is not gonna happen.
She
That's
was like,
all.
she just left.
She
it
was,
alone.
yo,
See,
she
this
was
is-
standing there
this-
like she had
Like
no
nothing-
relations
no
with
part.
anyone.
Nothing was going
Like
on.
she was like, oh, I'm in the wrong elevator.
But see here, this is the part that makes me wonder because she didn't. She's drunk in love. She's crazy in love. She's dangerously in love.
She's always in love.
But when her sister is beating on her man, she's sitting on the side.
I love that.
That's what makes
Yo,
me.
you've been waiting to say that all day.
It's on my
here you
article.
go.
I wrote an article about it. Okay.
That was dope.
But that's what makes me say that it was over Beyonce. Because her sister jumping on her husband like that and she's standing there, come on now. Her sister was probably defending her. He may have said something, he may have done something, and Solange got in his face about it. Not to say it's excusable, because if he would have hit her, he would have been wrong.
Oh, absolutely. No matter what. No
Or,
matter what.
or if we would have flipped, if he would have been the aggressor in that whole situation, and we could talk about a double standard there. If he would have been the one that would have been hitting on her, what would have happened the next step?
Oh,
Tiger Woods. For real, what Tiger went through. Well, and nobody even knows what happened with Tiger,
yes
that whole
and
thing,
no.
but Tiger would have
yes
lost.
and no, because when Chris Brown beat Rihanna, you had a bunch of people that were against Chris Brown, but you also had a lot of people who blamed Rihanna for what happened.
I didn't hear none of them.
I heard
No,
people.
that wasn't
I
with
didn't
you
hear
because
none
she had supposedly hit him first.
She hit him first. They were saying she cheated on him.
Okay,
You
my
went on
thing
a
is
lot
this:
of-
where's the marks? Because Rihanna, she was in a gang fight.
She did. I'm not saying it's right. I think that it was terrible. what
Well, I'm
he
not.
did.
Yeah, I mean,
But a lot of people did blame her.
I see. If a woman hits me, I won't hit her back, but I will shake the shit out of her. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you, girl? You hitting me like this? I wouldn't hit her, but I'll shake her. She might get shaken woman syndrome or something, but I wouldn't hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but Jay didn't do anything. He just
He didn't
stood
do
there.
anything at
No,
all.
he caught her leg though.
He just stood there. Like,
He
yeah,
caught her leg. He did some Wing Chun shit. He
Her
like,
leg was about to hit the family jewels. Like, what was he supposed to do? You
Yeah,
have to
block
serve
something.
and
no,
protect.
now was that security in there? Was that the
Yeah, that was-
security?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
that's okay.
I
That's
think
what
his
I
name
think.
is Julius or something. That's Beyonce's security
He should have
guard.
put dunk on
Julius
that.
was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, he waiting for Beyonce to give the word. Like, you give the word, and
I just personally, in my opinion, I just don't like how Beyonce was just sitting there like, I don't know these people. I'm in the wrong elevator.
Hey, she was.
That's the way I took it. She should have been like, sis, chill out. Hubby, chill. I got this. You my family. You my husband. She should have, if anybody should have stepped in the way, should have been her.
You know, here's the thing. I agree with you and I disagree because what if Beyonce would have gotten hit and then she walked out of that elevator?
She would have got hit by her sister by mistake. So what? It happens.
It happens, but
It happens.
she would have been the
But
one.
at least
But
it
the
showed-
cameras would have been on her.
All right,
She
right
would have
now,
been
but
the one with
look,
the
me,
mark
I'm
on
a
her
spectator.
face.
I'm not a fan, but I'm a spectator. What I seen was Beyonce just being like, that's a family right there. That's like you being my sister, and that's your man, and me and him get into a fight. That's your man right there. I'm your brother.
My man.
I would absolutely
All right.
try to break it up.
And now I get into
would.
some beef with him. Now I know that's your man. I'm your brother. But are you gonna take a side or are you gonna take my side?
I would try to break it up.
Exactly. That's what Beyonce should have freaking did.
But hold on, the plot thickens because then when they left in separate cars and she got in the car with her sister.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Something went on.
Something
And
happened.
not only that, but then the next day on Instagram, all she posted was pictures of
Of her and her sister.
And her sister.
And her sister took all her pictures down of her sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
There
is-
was a comment that was put up on Twitter that somebody took down too.
I think the only thing
something
that we could
about
take
Jay
away-
Z doing something disrespectful at the gala, and
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he did something. He must have done something. But I think what
but
we
I
could
don't
take
think
away.
I don't think Solange is used to the celebrity, the way how listen, we don't air our laundry out. We'll handle it at home. I think Beyonce and Jay Z had that. We are superstars. We are mega stars. So who the hell is Solange? So when she probably seen something that she was like, "You guys are cool with this," or "Sis, you good with this?" And Beyonce's probably thinking, "I'll handle this shit at home." But Solange was like, no. My sister ain't gonna get done
But
like
see,
that.
you also know how families work because Beyonce could be telling her sister all of the dirty things that are going on, and her
Yeah.
sister's getting upset because that's how it is with families.
It's
if one
possible, I
of
don't
my
know.
good friends that I consider my sister is telling me that some guy is doing them wrong, and they're telling me all of this stuff, and then I overhear him doing something disrespectful, it would be a little hot. No, I'm not jumping on him. But I'm gonna be emotional
I'm gonna stick
about
to my
it.
story. I just think that she should have been in the way.
But just so that way we don't end up taking your entire time talking about Jay-Z and Solange, I think the only thing that we know about this, or that it at least tells us, is that I don't care who you are, how much money you have, how perfect your life looks, we all got things that we're dealing with. And relationships always look good.
I want to hear this, though.
Right? Relationships
Go ahead.
always look good on the outside, but you see when things are exposed, you'll find some stuff. So
Absolutely. And you know, I've been, I'm gonna just go in for a while. I've been saying for a while things aren't what they seem with that couple. It is.
I don't even think that's her baby. I'm sorry.
I think it's her baby.
I don't think it's her baby.
I think it's her
I don't
baby.
think it's her
I
baby.
do. That baby looks like a mix of her
I don't
and
think it's
Jay-Z.
her
we
baby.
could go on for the next hour.
We
talking
could,
about
we could.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But we're not. We're not.
So
I'm gonna hit you guys
hit
full
it,
with
hit
a
it,
question.
right there,
though.
right there, hit it.
What's your I got caught face? Let me see it.
The who?
I don't have an I got caught face.
You don't
'cause
have an
ain't
I got
nothing to
caught
worry
face?
about.
Never?
Oh yeah, I have.
Here's mine. Why you tripping?
I love it.
Why you
I love
tripping?
it.
Why you tripping? Why you
I love it.
tripping?
Julio, you don't have an I got caught face?
I just haven't used it in so long.
I got an I got
It'll
caught face. It goes
probably
something
be
like
something similar, like, huh?
No, I don't even do that.
Like, huh?
I mean, I don't even try to look guilty. I'm like, why you cause? Why? See, that's why I'm not with you.
Well, that's my-
That's why I'm not with you, because you act crazy.
You just gonna disown her like that.
No, I'm
That's
just
how
saying
it's
though.
gonna go.
This is why you and I ain't working out, cause of that. Because of
Right
that.
there, 'cause I got caught.
That
That's
B
right.
said.
Yeah,
Because of you, I'm on some type of fucker, whatever.
I would probably be on some like what? Like that face right there. That's
See,
it.
that's
it.
smooth. I
That's
don't,
that face.
I don't
That's
think
my face.
women
No,
have
he
that.
doesn't smoother than me. Me, I'm just like, what are you talking? Like, that's,
Yeah, but
that's
you are
what
a
I'm
very
talking about.
emotional dude. You would do that for anything.
Who
So-
like who dropped the plane? Like, that's why I can't come over no more.
Yeah, I can't-
That's why I can't come over no more.
Like, damn. So yeah. But why do you bring that up? Why do you bring
Okay, so I have a friend that had a situation, and I want to get a male perspective on it. All right.
All right.
So she's in the beginning phases of a relationship with this guy. They're in the exclusively dating phase. So they're not calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend, but they've
they're
agreed
still
that they're not going to
exclusive.
see anyone
Those are
else.
actually very good,
Yeah.
those. I like those relationships.
Yeah, so they're sitting on the couch, and he's showing her some stuff on the phone, and that text message pops up.
Ooh.
Yeah, just let it sink in for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That text message, that when you gonna come over text message from another female. So she asked to see the rest of the thread so she could.
He's acting like a stranger
Look,
to this.
listen.
He ain't
And
no
that
stranger.
was the I got caught face. I saw a little guilty
Yeah,
puppy
I
dog
don't
look.
know- I
It
don't
just
know
happened
nothing.
there.
He ain't no stranger to it. This is how you know.
So when that happens, what do you do? She asked to see the text thread. You're dating her. You got the odd text message.
Here's
What do
my
you do?
thing. If you were honest with them in the forefront, and be like, listen, I already told you about her. She won't stop calling me. She won't stop texting me. Whatever. I've been honest with you. Hey, delete. Don't worry about that. What we say. I'll move on with that.
What if?
But exclusively dating. See,
But
I mean,
that's old.
at the same time, be honest though. I mean, you be
That's
honest about it.
honest.
But
I'm like,
look,
when are you coming over? Like, no, I told you she's crazy. She thinks I'm coming over every night. I have my own house, my own bed, my own pillow. I'm not coming over.
Would you show her the text thread?
would I show the text thread if I care about it? Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's nothing to
If I care about
hide,
it,
if
yeah.
there's nothing to hide.
What if?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. See, that's
why
I
we
guess this
have
is my
that-
problem. I guess this is my problem because if I'm exclusively dating you, then any chick that would text me would know that. So when I get that text message, I would be like, "Yeah, look," and then I would text it back and be like, "Hold up, let's take a Ussie real quick. I'm actually with her.
And then post it on Facebook.
I'm with her right now, and any chick that I would be messing with would know that. Now, I would have to say that homeboy's playing both sides then, and that's what it is. So if you get a dude that's all like, hold up,
Spend too much time in the bathroom, in the kitchen.
I would go over here, then come back on some. Oh no, that was nothing. That was my boy. That was James. He want to go shoot some ball. Nah, that's
At
like
12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that, and I think
that'll
that's a
work.
difference. And I think I've learned that the hard way. I've learned that, over years, it's just like, you know what? It's better to be honest, and it makes
That's
it
what I
so
do.
much easier.
Yeah.
Be
It's
honest.
trying to hide stuff,
Let's be honest.
that's too much work.
See,
Yes,
if you
that's
were to
too
ask
much
someone that
work.
was in
I don't
their
wanna
early
work
20s,
that hard.
I'm sure they'll give you a different response. But since we're like close to our 40s, we've been there and done that. We just know honesty is key. Just be honest.
Well, see, I took this one back to the lily pad so that me and my chicas could confer over
Did
it.
she just say lily pad?
I took it back to the lily
Hold on.
pad.
Did she say lily pad?
You gotta leave that.
I
Bro,
did.
it's smooching frogs. Where do frogs go?
Where are you going, Tag?
I'll be right back.
You gotta leave on that one.
He's gonna visit the lily
And
pad.
that's the point. And that's the point right there, Tag. Nobody asks.
Nobody asked.
So I
So go ahead.
took
Take
it back to my lily pad, to the lily pad. And me and my girls all agreed because the way that it was a real situation and the way it played out with my friends was that the guy shut down and refused to show the phone.
Oh yeah.
And then he came, he followed up later, and you always the follow up.
Now you gotta come with something.
I'm just so confused because I don't understand why we're doing what's happening. Because if you want to be in a relationship, we can just do it in a heartbeat, sir. This isn't the relationship conversation right now.
Yeah, no, that's a little too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about it, and we were all pretty much on the same page. It was a unanimous decision, and you two just confirmed it from the other side of the pond, right? That he should have showed the phone if he had nothing to hide,
and if he's exclusively dating her.
Exactly.
Which he wasn't.
And if it's the early stages of the relationship, those actions are what show you what's going to happen future in the relationship. That shows the character. And women, we have to look at those signs. We have to see what those men are showing. Someone can tell you anything, and men or women, it doesn't matter. They can tell you anything. It's whether or not their actions back up their words.
Exactly.
And if you're going at a decent pace, there's a reason they were exclusively dating and not in a relationship. It was to pace things out. And if you're going at a decent pace, you will be able to see those characteristics early on to be able to make the decision.
And I agree 100%. And I mean, I would expect that to be both ways. You know what I'm saying? It should be both ways, because at the end of the day, if I know her and I know that we're not in a relationship, but we're getting there, we're getting to that point. I would want her to be honest with me too, and be like, look, you know what? There's a guy I used to talk to. He just hit me up, whatever. But I let him know that I'm not gonna get down.
Can I say something? I just peed for everybody in here today.
That was quick. You're a fast peer.
Yeah.
Did you wash your hands?
I dried my hands after I washed my hands.
I don't know. They're not really that damp.
What do you mean?
Wow.
They're dry.
What do you mean?
They're bone dry.
Look at the napkins wet, okay? You know what? Get back to your sushi frog
Did
then.
you wipe your mouth with it? Is that what happened?
Wow.
Oh, I'm just.
Wow.
Oh, then.
Alrighty. So moving on.
That's why no one's honest with you, because you be busting balls. I don't like you right now. You did give me an 8 last time. I don't.
Yes, you're my friend. You're my friend.
We'll go with
How
that.
cute. So cute. Yeah. Well, you didn't do the Pillsbury Doughboy thing.
I choked on my beer.
Yeah, it's foul.
I can't believe you did that.
So let me ask you a question. Right, we're talking about people getting to know each other. Like, is it possible for a man and a woman to have a friendship that has nothing to do with dating, even though that man and that woman could still maybe have relations?
No, it doesn't
Why?
work out.
Why?
Because, first of all,
I know why. Can I answer that?
Dude, I'm asking her.
All you women are psycho. They're all psycho. That's why. Because they don't know how to be friends.
okay, well, we may have a crazy gene. And that's okay.
Can you say like 3 or 4 crazy genes? 3 crazy genes.
Oh, I was gonna poke your stomach, but
There's abs right there, by the way. There's a 6-pack in there.
Come on, let's take another one.
Let's take another one.
All right. That's better. Much better.
All right.
So, go ahead.
Here's the thing with male and female friendships, and I know there are some people out there that don't agree with me. Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
At some point, the male or the female will be attracted to the other person. It's just natural. The male or the female will be attracted to the other person, and when you add relations in the mix, there is a hormone called oxytocin that women release, when they orgasm, and that makes them feel like they're in love.
Spell that word.
Oxytocin.
Okay, go ahead.
Walk away now.
No, I'm not.
Walk away now.
No,
All right.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
I'm good.
And so when that's in the mix, that can complicate things, and then their feelings become involved. They may not go both ways because the man may not feel the same way, and then you have some men who are overly emotional. And
I don't know any of them.
I'm not emotional like that.
I don't know any
I'm a woman
emotional.
like
I
that.
know some psychos out there.
I'm not psycho.
There's a reason I write this blog.
I don't even like arguing.
You're either psycho or you attract psychos. Either
I
way,
attract
it's the
psychos.
same
That I
thing.
go with.
It's the same thing.
tag somewhere hiding outside
No, I'm
somebody's
not.
bushes.
The thing is like, no, that's not me. I'm not psycho. I'm not jealous. I'm not argumentative. I don't like debates. I don't like confrontation. I don't like any of that. And the moment you bring that to me, I'm turned off. I'm done. And it kills everything for me.
But let me ask you a question. Since I know you, do you tend to mess around with women that end up being exactly what everything you just said you're not?
Like I'm supposed to know their background or something.
Nigga, you
know what?
knew that.
Next time I'll just give them a
I
freaking
told you.
application or something
I
and
told
tell me
you.
all your freaking background psychotic ass and all the pills you take or something. I'm not supposed to
Personally,
know. I don't know this.
I don't think there's anything wrong
I
with
don't
a
know
background
that.
check.
I don't
First
know that.
thing, bring an ink blot test. What do you see here?
A whole
Right,
test?
tell me what you see.
Ink block. It's like
Ink block.
I don't know, but I just know that the
And let me give you
past
a-
17 girls, the girl
17
from
girls?
the girl from kindergarten doesn't leave me alone. I'm just saying they don't leave me alone.
If you pull up the picture in the ink blot and they say that they see
What the hell is an ink block?
the ink blot test where they have ink blot.
Oh, they have the
on
little
card,
funny
and they
weird-
have to tell
yeah.
you what you see. If they say I see a wedding dress and kids and you and me on the first
And
day,
all I see is titties and a round ass.
done.
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 Okay.
Done on
All right.
both sides?
I don't think you have a good screening process. We've got to work on that.
No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that's not what I see. I want to listen. I'm 30. I've never been married. I got kids. I want all that, but I just don't want it with someone that wants to argue all the time. I don't want that. I don't want to. Listen. After what I've been through, I'd rather sit down with a woman and say, "Tell me what your problem is." Let's sit down like grown adults. We are not 17, 15, 16, whatever it is. Let's sit down and talk about it. Because I can talk. Tell me what your problem is. Either we work it out or we don't.
So let me ask you this question: what are your arguments over mostly?
Oh,
Be honest.
Infidelity. No, not infidelity. Jealousy. I won't even say jealousy. I would say, here's the word. Insecurity. Insecurity.
You started out with
Not on my end. And not on my end.
infidelity.
No, not infidelity.
Jealousy.
Well, because it's not
and
infidelity,
insecurity.
because I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing that. What I would say is that it's insecurity.
You guys keep talking.
Insecurity.
All right. So why do you think that the women you're dating are insecure?
Because they
There's
know.
a thread. There's a pattern.
Yeah.
So there's a reason. Is there?
Because I'm fucking good looking. I don't know. No,
Because you're an eight.
No,
Because you're an eight.
Would you stop laughing in the background? You're making me laugh. No, honestly, I'm just saying, I just think that they probably know about my past and they know I'm single, I got my own stuff or whatever. And I don't know. I honestly, I can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Okay, so yes, there is a subset of people who are just naturally insecure. They're naturally jealous. That happens. But it seems like you have a history of
Now, let me give you the kicker. When I meet them, I tell them I don't like jealous and insecure women. I don't like that. And it's a turn off and it pushes me away. And it still ends up being that way. I don't. I mean, I gave you the recipes to make me happy, and still you do it.
But when emotions get involved, then
But I got my emotions involved too because I care about them and I want to be a part of their lives. But then when they do all this stuff, they just pushes me away. And me, at my age, I'm just not gonna waste time. I'm just not.
My advice is take a self-inventory. Think about
Well, what does that mean?
what that means is think about some of the actions that you're taking in these relationships that's consistent. Are there things that you're doing that potentially could be contributing to that? Not to say that it's excusable, but perhaps it's understandable to a certain degree. Maybe there's a pattern of behavior that you're exhibiting
You know what?
that may.
I want to stop being honest. No. You guys are laughing, but this is what happened. Matter of fact, remember Johnny, my substitute host that one night? We went out to the strip joint. We just went out. We were there like 10 minutes. I told the person who I was with at that time, I went to the strip joint. I kid you not, we were there like 10 minutes. We bought like a drink each, or maybe two each, and we were out. And she had a problem with that. I'm like, I'm being honest with you. I'm not spending money on, personally, I don't like strip joints. I don't get a kick out of that. I don't like it. But this person caught feelings. And I'm like, really? Like, really? I was honest with you, and this is what guys do. Whether you're with me or someone else in the future, men do that.
Not all men do that. No.
All men, I'm not saying they go every week, every month, every year. They will go to a strip joint.
Since Julio's not here, I'm going to say it. Hashtag not all men go to the strip club.
Hashtag they're gay.
But what do you need to go to a strip club for?
I'm not saying you need to. Listen, I just told you, I don't get a kick out of it, but when you got a cousin or a friend or somebody that wants to go, you're like, fine, let's go, whatever. You buy the beers or I buy the beer. It's not something I'm against. It's just something that I'm not for. It's not something I care for.
So why?
But I still go.
If you're going for drinks,
And not for
why
nothing.
can't you
I
go
think
to
it
a
has to
regular-
do with Rochester, the strip joints we have here. Now, if I was in Tampa or West Palm Beach or even in Canada, I'd go because there's better eye candy. I'd go, but I wouldn't be a freaking regular. You probably see me there like two times out of the year.
But what can you see at a strip? And I'm not. Hey, it
I don't
is
like
what it
strip
is.
clubs.
I was just about to ask you: do all men go to strip clubs?
I don't like strip clubs. To be honest with you, I can't. And it's just, I think
Well, would you go?
with me.
Not because I don't like
go
it.
for a bachelor party or something like that.
Yeah, you would go.
Yeah, for a bachelor party, oh yeah, I would go.
Would you let your girl
But-
know that you're going?
Yeah. I've
Why
done it
not?
before.
That's what I'm saying. Why not?
But
Because that's what
I
men
don't
do.
like going there because I'm just like, what the sense of me going? I'm gonna spend money.
That's
to
how I
look,
feel.
Now, see,
And then, no, I can't do that.
Why am
a
I gonna give money to
bachelor
another
party
woman?
is
I'd rather
different.
give money
And
to my
that's
wife.
point is,
I get
what
that for
is
free.
The point? What's the point?
Yeah,
Is,
no, I hear you.
first of all, you're gonna look. You can't touch. You can go home, look, touch, and do whatever you have to do. So
And it's
why do
cheaper.
you need to look at other women?
And the thing was, I didn't do any of that, and I never do. I just go because sometimes I'm driven by a cousin, a friend, and like, let's go over here. And I'm like, really?
I've gone
And-
for bachelor parties.
Yeah,
I've gone
but
to
it
bachelor
happens.
parties and I don't have control.
All
And
men
if
are
you're,
gonna
in
go
a,
once.
if you're in a relationship, would you tell ahead of time, like, hey, this is what I'm getting ready to do?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Now, would you have a problem with that?
it depends.
That's why.
My ex,
That-
you know
you
what?
said
But-
that
look right
hold
there
on,
just
whoa,
said yes.
whoa,
All
whoa.
right, go ahead.
I probably would, but my ex-husband, notice I said ex-husband, he had a bachelor party and they had 6 strippers. And I found out about it after the fact, and I was like, I'm not a fan, but I didn't like hold it against them. It never came up again.
What do you think was gonna happen? They were gonna go to freaking Disney or something?
You know what they were gonna do?
Let's wear some freaking Mickey Mouse ears and let's just cheers on my new life with a ball and chain.
We're divorced now, though.
Well, I'm just saying, no.
Putting it out there, because you know what? The party never ended.
Yeah. So that, I mean, in that situation there, you got to be careful. Yeah, you have to
So
be
it's a
careful.
slippery slope, and you have to be very careful. I think if the person were to say, you know, I'm going to this bachelor party, this is what we're going to be doing, I wouldn't be happy about it. But if we have a trusting relationship and we've established that, and did you say that's why I'm single? I just caught on to that.
Just saying.
Really? What's your relationship status on Facebook?
Single. Whoa.
Just putting it out there.
Going on single.
Next.
Alrighty then.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
So yeah, but I mean, the whole point with me is,
you
and
messing
I'm
with
telling you, I think I've learned
I'm
this.
not messing with you. You said that's why you single.
Years and years and years and years is the more honest you are. You might not like it, but at least I told you.
Yeah.
You might not like it.
I just
but at
feel
least
like
I told you.
honesty.
And I think it's incumbent upon the woman at that point to say, okay, he was honest with me. What am I going to do with that? And as long as you're not saying I slept with somebody
No,
else.
and not only that, but it's also being honest to the point where saying, all right, this is what I'm going to do, but you know, this is, if it's going to be a regular occurrence, I'm going to be honest too. You know, I've had situations with women, because I am single, that I might be dating, that I'm honest with them and tell them straight up, look,
It got to
it's
the-
not going to get
yeah.
any further than this. So I don't want you to feel like you're going to get to the point where you the minute you catch feelings is the minute that you need to walk away from it.
Yeah.
Because I can't give you more than that.
That's real talk.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's as honest. See, I'm not one of these dudes. You get dudes that'll cuddle with the chick, that'll be, oh yeah, let's go out to dinner, let's do all this, and then get upset when the chick catches feelings and be like, oh, well, you my man. Well, yeah, last 3 months, you were like all lovey-dovey. I'm kissing on you. I'm taking you out. I'm doing all this in public with you. Well, that works both ways, women and men.
Yeah.
So once that happens, and then you tell the girl, I don't want to be with you anymore. So, well, wait a minute. The last 3 or 4 months, there was no problem. That's how they catch feelings.
Oh yeah,
That's
absolutely. And a lot of
catch
times
feelings.
what'll
Well,
happen is
that's not
they-
what happened with me.
That's how they catch feelings.
That's
Wait.
not what happened. Why would you look at me like that with the freaking crooked eye? That's not what happened with me.
Dude, because
No, I was in a
But you
committed
know what
relationship
kills
and
me?
it didn't work out.
What
It just-
kills me is that they'll be in those situations and then they get caught doing something and it's like, well, we weren't together anyway. Or, you know, they start acting funny and the girl says something to him and it's, we weren't together anyway, which is why I'm like, don't give up the cookie until you know exactly what's going on.
Wait, you don't mention the word cookie around here no more.
yeah, Jack don't like cookies. He got a phobia against cookies.
I got a
But,
problem with cookies.
But no, but the reality of it is and that's what it is, you know. And as long as you're open and honest from the beginning, I think it kind of makes it easier. For
You know what I noticed? Being
Absolutely.
honest doesn't work either.
Well, for me, it does.
It depends.
For me, it does.
Sometimes too much honesty is like, yo, I just told you everything you. I'm like, I'm not lying to you. Like, what more do you want? I'm like, I'm telling you everything. I haven't done nothing wrong. I did this. I did that.
But
Well,
that's not your problem.
What?
That's her problem.
Exactly. That's why.
But that's the thing, though. If you pick that problem, I mean, those are things
How
that
am I
you would
supposed to know that problem?
I think you would know that early
But
on.
how
though.
would you know?
You know through the screening process.
Oh my God, this is not an
It is, though.
It is.
And talk about, and that kind of leads in because we don't
Yes.
have a lot of time.
But
talk
how about this? You know, you've been to an interview before, so have you in a job interview. And here goes the question. Can you work white nights and weekends? And you're like, yeah, sure. But then when you get the job, you're like, yeah, I don't know about those nights and weekends, you know, all that stuff. And then, you know,
But that's
you do whatever you got to do to get into the job. It almost seems like that's what they do to get into the relationship. Then when you in the relationship, you start seeing different things, and you're like, wait a minute, this is not what you told me. I told you, I asked you were jealous and stuff like that. You said no, and now what's going on?
See, there's a couple of things. What I find is it is better to get to know the person before you date them. You don't necessarily. And
What if
I
you've known
mean,
them for years?
If you've known them for years, then you know how they
You
react
obviously
to
haven't
certain
known them.
situations.
No, I've known them for years, and obviously I haven't known them.
You
People
thought you
change
knew,
it.
but it was different.
People change in relationships.
relationship.
They do change in
They
relationships.
change in a relationship.
However, you know, watching people, seeing how they react to certain situations, being around them a good portion of the time, you're able to kind of gauge what type of people they are,
I
and also
thought
get
so.
a feeling for, you know, what problems you may see down the line.
And I know one thing with me is that I've found when
Is
a
that-
woman's drunk is when you really get to know who she is.
That's
Hell
what I
yeah.
do.
Men too.
That's what I do when I
men and
drink.
Oh yeah.
You get to know exactly.
I wanna know
who they are.
everything.
and you'll see.
Spill
if they
the
have any of
beans.
those little or those tendencies. Those tendencies are only going to be there. They were just hiding, and now they kind of came up to the surface, and that's when you got to make that decision. But some people, whether it's the cookie, whether it's whatever it is,
Did we not
get
say that
sprung. I
word?
know, my bad. They get.
Okay, so you
sprung,
tell
and they'll make
us what
sacrifice.
dessert you're okay with.
I'm not.
Right, you do Rice Krispie treats, is
No,
it
I
fudge
just-
brownies,
I
is it
just,
cupcakes? Can we say cupcake?
No, we
Cupcakes. You're sensitive.
Cupcake?
You know, I got a big
he
sweet.
got into kind of
No,
like a
I got a big sweet tooth, but let me tell you, about a month ago, I'm very anti-sweet tooth stuff. Can we just talk about what we
You
talking
got
about?
emotional.
Yeah, he does. I tell you, but he's not emotional.
It's his fault, by the way.
He's not emotional.
You
But
got food poisoning?
something
Yeah,
like
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
That was good.
Yeah,
that
we'll
was
go
a
with
good
that.
analogy.
That was good.
So yeah, but you were talking about dating and relationships being like a business, right? That's what we were talking
Yes,
about.
it's like a business.
You know
proposition.
what's funny? When you said that, you know who I thought about? Bill Gates. Bill Gates literally handpicked his wife out, did the background check, checked everything out, and she happened to meet his expectations before he decided to even date her.
To be honest, that's not such a bad idea these days.
Yeah,
Dating
I guess I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, but imagine that. Like, listen, I like you, but can you fill out this application real quick?
Alright, I need your social security number right here, so when I do my
Absolutely.
background,
I'll call you in 3 weeks when all the stuff comes back. I need your fingerprints too.
And
And can you,
Credit
by the way,
check.
while you're at it, can I get a urine sample right here?
And I want to see your Facebook. Let me just see exactly what you be posting, because if you be on this, you know, crazy like you this way on this in this venue on this avenue,
yeah.
and then you want to be this way over here, there's something wrong with you then.
whenever I get a friend request, I treat people's pages like a resume. Like I go through it the same way I go through a resume.
I can't even look at you the same now. So if I wanted to hit on you and date you, you're gonna check out my whole background, talk to my kids and all that, ask my parents shit, and
Hell yeah. You might be hiding in the bushes, set my car on fire. I
All
don't
right.
know what you have going on.
Can we go on to the next topic?
I like that.
I don't
Well,
like
I
that
actually
shit.
have to get
I
out
don't. I
of
don't
here
want to
now.
work for a
So
relationship.
I'm glad we were able to at least to get you on.
Yes.
That's too
Able
much
to
work.
talk.
That's a lot of damn work.
If you want it bad enough, you do what it
You
takes.
should just, you know what? You should just look into my eyes and see that I want you and you want me and I want you and you want me.
Honey, I'm
You
a
s-
catch. We can't be doing all that.
Here he goes. You're a catfish. He's trying to catfish people over here.
I don't know that. Well, anyway, the views and
That's another
expressions
one.
expressed by Tag are not necessarily those of me.
She's gonna wrap you around
But
her
you know,
finger. She's like, I had you here.
Listen,
here.
on some real life, I'll be honest. I'm going to be very candid right now.
Be candid, please.
Most women are catfish, and here is why I say that. Because
Do you
when
know
you go
what?
on
By
a
the way,
date with them,
do you know what the whole term means? Catfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
when you go on a date with them, they're all made up. They've got their hair done. They got their heels
Yes,
on.
I know.
Man, the next
3 months
morning,
later,
the makeup's off, the mascara's running down
she
here,
walking
the same
around.
hair they had on last night. eye isn't there anymore. Their eye color changes.
She flips her arm off. And
Yes, the Spanx
she
come
takes out her
off. You got-
dentures.
You don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
like,
know
what?
what's happening.
You got three.
It's like
you got
that.
3 little strands of hair. Like
What happened?
you would.
You had a Beyonce last night. Like, I don't get it.
You went from Janet Jackson to Freddie Jackson.
Overnight, yes, yeah. It's like that scene from "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker."
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
exactly.
you sucker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should
exactly.
flip the leg off.
We just
Leg
did that
comes
scene,
off.
yeah. So
All right.
it's crazy, but it was definitely real having you, and we're gonna have you again, and we definitely got to incorporate a dating segment. I don't want to call you the dating expert, but at the
Can
same
we do
time,
like
you
that
want
speed dating
a
thing here?
website.
We need to do speed
That'll
dating.
be nice.
Right here, we got enough tables and chairs.
I like it.
Speed dating. That was my idea.
I like
So,
it.
can I get, like, at
Smoochie
least-
Frog speed dating session? We got to get that going.
I just want a
can do that.
percentage.
We can do
At least
that.
let me drink for
But I know
free.
that you got to go, so I want to thank you for your time. Want to thank you for coming out and acting a fool with us.
Oh, of
Or
course.
dealing with us.
Yes.
Dealing with me.
Dealing with him particularly. When I say us, I mean him.
I'm proud about it. I'm happy with my skin.
But yeah, so we'll do it again.
Absolutely. 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. My supposed to talk to your suits. We do it.
Oh, because I know because you do weekends in the county. I know that.
Yeah.
So it's every other weekend. I got you. I see you watching me, watching me.
Can I leave this here?
Yeah, you can do that right there. You're good.
That's okay. I'm going to get you
Can you
next
take
time.
your vodka with you? You alcoholic?
No, it's for you.
No, I don't drink alcohol. Iced tea right here.
So we got a couple more things to talk about, but definitely, once again, smoochingthefrogs.com.
I think
check
she
her
loves
out.
me.
She's got blogs. She's got dating stories.
And she also has her
on there.
eyes on me.
And she's got her eyes on tag, so you can watch all of that.
No,
No.
that's not what I had said.
No?
That's what you. Listen, I seen it in your eyes.
No.
In
Yeah,
your
you gotta
eyes.
remember, he sees what he wants to see, hence the reason why he gets in those situations.
17 cycles.
Yeah.
17
So,
cycles. 17 cycles.
So real quick, so we can finish up, because we're about an hour.
Where we at?
almost
Sterling
an hour.
or Martinez?
We're almost an hour. We don't want to talk about Sterling. That's old business. Let's talk about Martinez. Martinez is continuing to call Cotto out.
Yeah, you
He's
know
talking
what? I
about-
haven't
he's
heard
talking
about that, so.
Have you been reading any of the?
Dude, I'm trying to keep up with my job, and this week has been hectic, so enlighten me.
Well, no, that's exactly what I just said. Martinez has been calling.
That's
him,
it?
Calling
You
him
actually
out, saying
put-
he's gonna
okay.
knock him out by the 9th round. You just said I haven't heard him say anything. Well, no, that's a lot. When you're saying that you're gonna knock the dude that you're about to fight out in
Well,
his hometown.
so did this guy against Mayweather. He didn't knock him out. I mean, knockout. I mean, you can call it. Ain't
I know,
doesn't mean
but
it's
the
gonna
point that
happen.
I'm making is, do you think he can honestly knock him out? That's why it's a diet.
You know what? I got into the point with boxing. Let me take my hat off for this. Boxing, I have my favorite. Your favorite, Cotto. But I've gotten to the point where, honestly, I don't know where this left or wrong turn, right turn took off, where a fighter gets to pick his opponent. I'm sorry, when you're in a boxing conference or division, you
just have to fight the best. Oh yeah,
have to fight who's next in line. How does Mayweather think all these fighters, they're picking their fighters. I mean, I can understand tuna fights. I can understand that, but when you're up at the top, you fight number one contender. That's it, point blank, period.
And that's one thing that we can say about Cotto is that Cotto, to fight Martinez, Cotto turned down $10 million with Canelo. And the reasoning that he gave behind it wasn't because of the fact that the money, because he was like, obviously, there's a lot more money than he's going to get from Martinez. But it was because he wants to get a 4th championship in a 4th different weight class. He's never fought at 160. He wants to take that.
I've gotten to the point where boxing has gotten.
But after that last Mayweather
I just
fight,
want to see a good fight.
After
That's
that
my
last
point.
Mayweather fight,
I
it
just
proved-
want to see a good fight.
it proved, and that
Did
was
you
a
think the
great
Mayweather
fight.
fight was good?
That was the best fight I've seen in a long time.
Out of the Mayweather fights.
The Mayweather fight, yeah.
Because I've seen other good fights before that. I mean,
But
I
I'm
just
talking
think that was the best Mayweather fight in a while. Because somebody actually gave him a real
that's-
goal.
We're talking about him fighting the best. He handpicked Maidana and almost got his butt whooped.
I bet you won't pick him again.
You never know. You never know.
He's gonna do a rematch.
You never know. Yeah.
Yeah, what
You
he
never know.
says.
You never
Yeah,
know.
what he
But the whole
says.
point is that the fight, you never know what's going to happen until that day comes, because you can pick somebody and hopefully that dude would be as hungry. He's obviously a boxer. Like if Mayweather was to handpick me or you,
I'd bite him in the ear.
that would be a freaking obvious,
I'd
you know,
bite
that
him
would
in
be
the
an
ear.
obvious mismatch. But when he's picking boxers that are supposed to do this for a living, that do it professionally, that beat people in this sport, then I don't think he's handpicking, because I think anybody's day could come at any time. So
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
know.
agree with you 100%.
I just think that boxers shouldn't be picking the fights. The
So then-
federation
then
or
if we
whoever.
look at it, if we look at it like that, then Tag, then you know what? The only two teams that should be in the Super Bowl are really the two best teams, not the two teams that got there. The two teams that had the best records during the season. And
Actually,
we know
I
that
think that's
doesn't
the way it
happen.
should be.
Nah, but it doesn't
I
happen
think that's
that
the way it should be.
But it doesn't happen that way.
Exactly. I have no control over that. These are just my opinions.
Yeah,
I think that the best two teams from each conference should go at it. And I think the two best boxers in each weight class should go at it. I think the two best basketball teams should just go at it. This playoff shit every year is just to make money.
Well, yeah, that's what the whole
Playoffs
business
is just to make money.
Well, the whole business is kind of like to make money.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But I mean, my
regular season
opinion is like,
games-
listen, man, here goes your team. You got like different teams. Here's your conference. You got a bunch of teams over there. I got my conference. Bunch of different teams. You pick your best team. Perfect example, that movie Troy. In the very beginning, he goes, you pick your guy. I don't want to lose no more people. You don't want to lose no. Pick your guy, I pick my guy. Best guys, okay? Freaking Brad Pitt came up against freaking this guy that was 8 foot tall. That was like, dude, you couldn't even shoot me with a bullet. It would just bounce off. Freaking Brad Pitt runs up and just stabs him in the neck and just kills him right there, one shot. But it was your best against his best. That's it. That's the way I think sports should be. Sports. By the way, that's how the Olympics are.
Yeah, you can
You
say
got to
that.
qualify to be in the Olympics.
You can say that. But like I said, it's just a matter of making it entertaining. And I think if anything I take away from your point is making it more entertaining.
Well, yeah, that's
so
what
that
it's all
everybody has a chance. Everybody gets equal opportunity, and hopefully it's entertaining. And that's really it. Switching subjects a little bit, the whole Michael Sam thing. And we got like about a minute, so let's actually keep it at a minute.
I'm tired of hearing it. That's all I got to say.
And that's the thing with me is that, you know what, I don't sit here and look at people and say, you're hetero, you're gay, you're this, you're that. I'm not going to bring politics, I'm not going to bring religion into it. The whole point is that if you're a football player, you're a football player. Go out there and play football, do what you do. There's a gay boxer. I remember that. Why make it so big? Because then it kind of makes me feel like, well, you don't want it to be made such a big thing, but you're making it a big thing. You're a football player.
Here's my
Play
thing.
football. You either could play football or you can't
no
play
doubt.
football.
Well, you could play
but
sports,
it
you
shouldn't
can't.
be. It shouldn't be based around. Oh, well, you're a gay football player, so let's bring more attention to it, because that's taking away attention from the guys that are not gay. Or maybe they are. Who knows? They haven't talked about it.
My whole thought is,
It's just.
here's this. 3 words. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it.
Yeah.
For real. This is the first out of many that's going to happen. In any sport, in every sport.
Well, it's happening in every sport, but the whole
In
thing
every
is,
sport. Get
it's
used
taken
to it.
away. It's taken away from you have.
It's just not,
you have
because
a number
that's
one pick.
the intention.
He got picked number 297th or whatever.
Yeah,
it
but
was.
because it's new.
But it was
It's
more
new.
attention with that.
But
Oprah-
I tell you what, in 5 years, it'll be nothing. It'll be
Oprah-
nothing. They'll probably pick 17 gay players out of the next draft. It won't be nothing. And when you look at it in the future, that's what I'm telling you. Again, 4 words. Get used to it. Get used to it. It's gonna happen. It's happening in the armed forces. Now it's happening in sports. It's gonna happen. Period. Get used to it. It's here. It's gonna stay.
I got you. Like I said, the whole point that I'm making is not to say that they shouldn't play. Absolutely, everybody has equal right. I don't care if you're black, white, Latino, gay.
He better
straight,
show off for them
whatever it
damn.
may
Yeah,
be.
he better make.
Maybe some people don't have no sexuality whatsoever. They just don't like anything.
Absolutely.
Regardless, but why does it have to be the central point of everything? You know,
Because it's the first one in the fucking NFL.
Yeah,
it's big.
yeah.
I mean, you know, in the NBA, they made a little bit of a big deal,
Well, they
but
did
not
make
that
they
much.
made a big deal about
No,
it.
they're making a bigger deal right now.
Oprah,
That guy was already
Oprah,
in the NBA.
Oprah gave him a deal.
Yeah,
Oprah
this
gave
is
Michael
big.
Sam a
You know why?
deal.
Because the NFL is the most machismo sport of all sports. You're hitting people. I mean,
And
you're not-
honestly, if-
it's the most
if-
contact sport out there,
if-
aside from the MMA and boxing.
If you're gay and you're a football player, then you're still macho, because I still don't want to play against you. You're gonna knock me out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it doesn't make it. So it kind of. I don't know,
I think it was
takes
the last
away.
frontier, though.
It takes away from it.
Because you said it. There's already NBA, there's MMA, there's boxing. I'm sure there's some golf guys that are out there. I'm sure there's a few NHL guys that don't say nothing. But because NHL is down here compared to NFL up here, NFL is a multi-big billion-dollar corporation business. And for someone to come on, come on, man. Goodell made that happen. He wanted that to happen.
I'm just like I said. With me, it's either you're good or you're not good. I don't care if you're gay, you're
Time will
straight.
tell.
you know, you're
Yeah.
Mormon, whatever
Spring
it may
training
be.
and training camp is coming up, so he's got to make. He still has to make the team.
Yeah,
He still has to make the team. All these draft guys have to make the team.
It's just if I was the individual, if I was the gay individual, I wouldn't want to be made a spectacle of, and it seems like that's what it's lending itself to. It's
No,
like
he's
it's
doing.
becoming
Yeah,
a spectacle.
I agree with you.
And in every sport,
I agree with you.
he's
I think
making it
he's.
so that it's
I think he's like I'm gonna represent my my culture type or whatever you
and
call
my
it.
whole thing
I'm gonna
is-
make an example out of this. I'm gonna fight
It takes
for.
away from those individuals that have fought to get there, that haven't had to make a spectacle of themselves. Like I said, your
Absolutely.
choice is your choice. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever.
Me personally is like, can you catch the ball? Can you throw the
it's-
ball? Can you make a touchdown?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
it.
watch football for all that.
That's
I want to listen. I watch.
If-
Imagine
if-
if my team drafted him, the Steelers. I'm like, listen, man, you better make 30
You can
touchdowns
play.
a season
No, you
for
can play,
real.
you can play, that's it.
You better play
So-
hard.
So on that note, we're going to leave it right there. Real quick, I do want to offer our condolences on behalf of myself and Tag, a local reggaeton artist who was here over the weekend last week, passed away, Jaliel El Tsunami. You know, we know the family. We all know each other one way or the other. And when someone loses a brother, when someone loses a son, when someone loses a relative, it's always hard. A lot of people lost a friend. I drove by on my way
I
out
seen
to the
videos,
boat.
man. It was
yeah,
crazy.
I drove out on my way to the boat, and they closed Goodman Street down. There were so many people that were
Completely.
there to the funeral. So I definitely
It was on
just,
the news, I heard.
on behalf of Real Talk 360, on behalf of all of us, just offer our condolences to the family. No one deserves to go that way. And for
Absolutely.
those people that are out there on motorcycles, please be safe.
My brother's one of them.
Be as safe as possible. I know you can't control what happens in any situation, but exercise extreme caution because nobody is promised tomorrow. None of us are promised tomorrow.
Well said.
And that's what it is. So on that note, we want to thank you once again for tuning in. We'll welcome you back next week. Please send any suggestions via Facebook. Let us know what it is that you want to hear, who you want to hear. We're open to any suggestions whatsoever. You have to let us know. This show is for you. You let us know. We will make it happen. Thank you very much. God bless you, and
Good night.
We went over by 5 minutes because we went on at 8:24. So that's not bad. I'm trying to stay on schedule, man. I'm done with that whole staying off schedule.